Just a few weeks ago, I went to visit my cousins that live in Los Angeles to celebrate Thanksgiving with them. I had lots of fun with my cousins because they know what's best to visit in Los Angeles since they actually live there. One of my favorite stops we made was a two-story Barnes& and Noble store. I loved how big their selection was and how much cooler their Barnes& and Noble was compared to the one I had back at home in Stockton. I remember catching my older cousin stare and look at all the fun board games they had to offer without having any actual intention to buy any. At this point, I asked her, "Why don't you buy a game or two? We can play them when we get back home," because I was with all my other cousins. And she replied with, "I'm a teacher. I don't get paid at all. I can't afford it," in a joking manner. This did get me thinking though. How much does a fully educated teacher actually make? Well, according to the California Teachers Association, 1 in 5 teachers need a second job to sustain their lifestyles, which, according to the California Department of Education, is 63,800 teachers. This is why we need to find a way to be able to pay teachers a higher wage, considering how important their jobs are. Today, we will be covering how much teachers make, the effects this has on the teachers' lives, and how focusing more tax money into teacher wages may actually fix it. Here's the problem. We have a serious issue with our California high school teachers and their wages being cruelly underpaid, especially considering that they still need 4 years of college to actually become a teacher. Let's take a look at how much a California teacher makes. Well, according to salary.com's website, which was last updated on February 28th of 2023, the average high school teacher salary is $67,000 a year, with a entry-level teacher making around $39,000 a year. Although 67 grand may not sound bad, we also need to factor in the amount of work that comes with being a teacher. Teachers work on and off the clock. Some examples of them working off the clock include tutoring, grading, and reading papers and essays. And with it all, including teachers with a master status tend to make less than people going into a different entry level career. That means a teacher that's been working for a long time and actually has master status makes less than somebody going in brand new into a new career. Now that we covered how much a teacher makes, let's understand how this can affect a teacher's life. According to California's Teachers Association website, which was last accessed on February 28th of 2023, 1 in 5 teachers work a second job to make ends meet. As a result, their results as mentors and teachers suffer because they aren't able to put as much focus into their work and personal lives. Teachers are too, and teachers are people too, and some people have families to feed. With the limited benefits that come with being a teacher, it makes it difficult to be the sole provider of a bigger household like a family of 4. Teachers have to pay dental and healthcare insurance because they aren't provided those benefits with their jobs, which for a hypothetical family of 4 is a lot. A personal example of mine is how my younger cousin, who has been working for 2 years as a teacher, still hasn't been able to purchase her own home and move out in Los Angeles. With all the work that comes with being a teacher, and the salary that doesn't match the amount of work one has to do, it's easy to understand why people don't really see becoming a teacher as much of a dream job. This is pretty apparent once you look at the teacher shortage problem we're now facing here in California, where the California School Board Association states that the state needs roughly 100,000 teachers in order to provide a quality education for the state's students. Now that we covered the problem and all the issues that come with it, let's discuss how we can possibly fix it. We can't have our hardworking teachers suffer so hard considering how important their jobs are for our children and our future generations. That being said, a good solution could be focusing more of our tax money into public school funding, which covers teacher salaries. According to the Public Policy Institute in California's website, last accessed on February 28th of 2023, only 8% of the federal budget is focused on public schooling, which is significantly lower than military or public jail expenses. Another thing we can do is lower the amount of money teachers have to spend in general. So, one thing we can do is we can give teachers more benefits by passing a bill that helps them do that. And they can be included things like free healthcare and dental, which would load off a lot of money they need to spend. So, today we learned why it's important to try to raise our teachers' salary, how it affects their lives, and if we don't, we can see how these effects are long term bad. We covered the problem, its effects, and the solution. If we don't do anything about it, more than a fifth of teachers will need second jobs in the future. Hopefully, the teachers of tomorrow won't have to face the same issues my cousin has to right now.